What's up, fellow Gel Softers? It is I, Mayhem Mayfair, and welcome back to the channel. Now, on today's special review, we look at the classic Army M16A3. Now, you're probably saying, wait, but it says it's an A2. Well, I have to put a massive correction to that because I've done a bit of history. I've done a little bit of research on the actual weapon in real life, and it's actually classed as an A3 because A2s don't have removable handles, while the A3, they've only started introducing the removable carry handle. So that's why it's called the Classic Army M16A3. So without further ado, let's get cracking into our review. So here it is, the Classic Army M16A3. Now, as you may know, this is one fine piece of kit to have in your arsenal. I mean, look at it. It literally looks deadly. Now, I would have the carry handle on, but at the moment the carry handle is not. I've got the carry handle here. I've just disconnected it and put in my beautiful Bushnell 6x30 6x28 EG scope, which absolutely suits it to a T. Lovely. Anyway, so what's so good about this blaster? Well, one, it's got a metal gearbox with metal gears, and this is probably the powerfulest blaster I've got in my arsenal, shooting at a whopping 320 FPS. That's right. Let me repeat that again. 320 FPS. So if anyone wants to try and come face to face with me on a field with this, you better start running the other direction, because it's going to hail with a lot of ultra elite gels. So yeah. So majority of it is gearbox is alloy. The gears are alloy. The inner and outer barrel, of course, are alloy. Your handguard here is plastic. Good quality plastic. Your receiver is very strong plastic or nylon or polymer. Handle is polymer. I think the trigger is steel or plastic. I'm not sure. Charge handle. Metal. The dust cover door is metal and all that, and so is the little latch. And of course, last but not least, the buttstock is of course nylon or plastic. But in all fairness, this thing actually feels really good in the hand. I mean, it feels really nice. Now, this is of course powered by a mini tomato plug, which is situated here in the back, and will only suit 7.4 volt batteries. Now, a lot of people, when they first started seeing mini tomato blasters, they were kind of oohing about it. They were kind of like saying, I don't like it, you know, and they kind of changed the plugs over from mini tomatoes to either Deans or XT30s or XT60s. Me, on the other hand, I'm not going to even bother, because technically what I was originally going to do with this was I was actually going to take it and get a technician to maybe swap it over to the Deans, so then I can buy another Titan battery, 3000 or even a 6000 milliamp 7.4 volt battery, and probably run it off that. I mean, if you want to do a full day's worth of skirmishing with this, I definitely recommend it. And trust me, you will want to use this. Now, level of moddability, it's endless. Now, as it says in the description on the website, easy disassembly. meaning if you need to pull it apart to fix problems, it's easy. Me, I'm not actually into doing internals because I'm pretty happy with the performance this thing does. I'm more of an external modder, okay? There are some looks on blasters I don't like, so I mod them to my liking. So with this one, I'm probably going to swap out this handguard for either my full metal Novesk 12-inch handguard or my Midwest Industry 12-inch handguard. I've got both of those sitting on a shelf at the moment, and I'm just kind of sitting there kind of pondering which one would suit the blaster. So yeah, but yeah, 320 FPS, and you're looking at a 500mm outer barrel. Now, one of the things I've noticed with this blaster is I don't know if this front iron sight is actually removable. I haven't asked anyone, but looking at it, it seems you can remove it. I don't see any bolts or any lug nuts or something. Oh, yep, no, I see a lug nut just under the little carry handle. There's one just under there. The only problem is you have to remove this silly sling mount here to be able to access it, because I think that's the only thing that's holding this thing in place. I don't see another one anywhere on the front part of it, but it all depends up to what you want to use it. Now, if you want to keep it with the classic look, then go ahead, do that. But in other terms, if you want to give it your own stylish look or your own stylish thing, then go ahead. If you don't like the buttstock to it, swap it out. If you don't like the handguard to it, swap it out. The possibilities are endless. Me personally, I'm probably going to be swapping out this because, you know, I mean, it feels cheap in the hand. Okay, and I don't mind that, but, you know, there could be one day I could be out skirmishing with this thing and I could come up with problems with this thing. Like, it might be sturdy for now, but I want something that feels a bit more solid and adds a little bit more weight to it. So yeah, I am actually going to probably swap this out. But anyway, if you really want to see this thing in action, boy, I'm about to hand this off to someone that really is going to enjoy playing this. Now, you've probably known him as the XGU-87 back earlier this year when he was first introduced. Now, that was just his test phase name for the time being, and he did go to one event back in March. He did go up against a Gelballer by the name of Sharpie Shot. So if Sharpie Shot's watching this, there's your little mention and your shout out. So yeah. But since then, the guys at Database AIS have done some modifications and some upgrades, both software and hardware, of course. He is now back under a new name. So I'm going to be handing this off to the special guest who will be testing this blaster out. Okay? So without further ado, I'll hand this blaster off to callsign Terminator. And I hope you enjoy this next segment. So there you have it, the classic Army M16A3 tested by the one and only callsign Terminator. Both he and I both had turns of the blaster. Unfortunately, I couldn't film myself testing the blaster myself because I had a minor storage issue with my phone because I am basically filming this mainly on my phone. So, yeah. Both me and him both love this blaster. Now, this blaster is perfect for beginners or anyone who just wants a high-performance blaster straight out of the box. Both me and callsign Terminator give this blaster a 10 out of 10. And I gotta tell you, I'm gonna start modding this thing on the external side because, boy, is it gonna look sweet with a new handguard. Anyway, that wraps it up for another video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, share it with your friends, and if you want to follow me on all my other social medias, there is a link in the description below. It'll show you all of my other social medias like Instagram, Facebook page, TikTok, Byte, Clapper. And if you really want to support the page, you can buy me a coffee as well, which will also be down in the description below. Anyway, that wraps it up. And until we see you next time, Auf Wiedersehen.